more folks wanted to say a few words, so thank you for your attention. I turn it over to Marlene. And you related to me?
Welcome, community. Nice to Marlene and the wonderful weather of this wonderful boy named Marcel. His first loves. Marcel wore a Spider-Man costume in the movie theater when he was 4 years old. And he still collects Spider-Man comics, just ask him. He grew up to watch the movie Toy Story, and he loved Woody and Buzz Lightyear. 2 years in a row, he dressed up as them for Halloween. When the main character Andy went out to college in Toy Story 3, that helped me prepare Marcel to go to college. Thank you, Marcel, for helping me be a good mom and a good person. Marcel's father, Steve, and his stepfather, Dennis, helped guide Marcel into the wonderful young man he has become. Marcel worked so hard and moved from his first loves to his true love, Miss Brandon. Miss Brandon Mickelson. I saw how much happiness you brought into his life. We had talked about you. He lit up like fireflies in the night. I knew then you would be a permanent part of his life. You are charming, stylish, caring, and you have a big heart. And I want to thank Dave and Julie for making Brandon be who you are for Marcel to fall in love with. Thank you guys. Praise the wonderful daughter. Now may God bless you each and every day in your marriage. And I would like everyone to raise a glass to toast to Marcel and Brianne. May their love continue to grow to infinity and beyond.
Thanks, Marlene. So I am Stephen Mickelson, Marcel's dad, and I'm Brianne's father-in-law, for crying out loud. How cool is that? So a few weeks ago, on one of the many phone calls with Marcel, so he could update me on, hey, here's the next thing we checked off the list, planning for the wedding. They were very fun and exciting calls. He asked if I would be willing to say a few words like this, and those of you who know me, I've never really been a microphone I didn't like, so yeah. No, but I was honored to be able to say a few things. So I was kind of reflecting on what was I going to say, and it came to me pretty quickly. Dave, you alluded to the day I was going to reference at the Mall of America. So it's a weekend where me and Marcel and his brother Reese are up in Brainerd, where I was living. And hey, we're going to drive down Saturday to the Mall of America because I'm going to meet this friend of mine who they've been friends through correspondence and wanted to meet face to face. She's from Wausau, Wisconsin. And her mom's bringing her there. Okay, sounds like something to do. Anyway, so we got there, we met up at a certain place we determined we would meet, talked with Julie a bit, and it seemed, okay, cool, we'll let the kids wander for a while. We set a time to meet back here, and that time went. Julie went and spent time doing whatever Julie did. Me and Reese wandered, killing time. We got back to where we were supposed to meet, and almost in unison, these two were to Julie, Marcel, and me. Can we please that one time? Please, 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 please. We have another hour. And we looked, well, okay. Sorry, Reese, really had no say in it. So another hour, another floor that we wandered. And I know that happened one more time, if not two more times. Please, just one more hour. So we spent the whole day there. And recently I ended up playing what we determined was the world's worst miniature golf course at North America. Joel Winston playing. But what was significant about that day, as I was looking back, is that was the day their friendship started to take root, or root, depending on how you pronounce it. And the relationship didn't happen that day, it didn't start that day, it was a little ways down the road. But when they got to the relationship part, they already had that rooted foundation of a true, deep friendship. And that warms my heart, because I happen to believe that the most resilient relationships start with that foundation of a deep-rooted friendship. So thank you for taking that route and making an old man feel good on your wedding day. And I knew they were serious enough, but they were very serious about each other. They've been along together for a while, got through college, got some good jobs, they got a house together. That's pretty serious. And they got engaged. That's getting really serious. But I knew it was for life when they got Jimmy. Because getting a dog together, that is serious. So, I don't have a glass, but you're all going to have to raise another glass. Here's to Marcel and Brianna to start a long and obscenely happy life together.
I didn't do my homework, so I don't know what this is. So for those that don't know me, my name is Jay, and I've been best buddies with Marcel since we were about 14. Naturally, I was honored and excited when I was asked to be his best man. And I was so happy that I was getting married to Brianna. And instead of telling a story or congratulating them again, I'd like to actually read an excerpt from my late grandparents. They've been married about over 70 years now. They're dead, but they're still married. This speech actually has been read at every wedding in our family. It was read at my wedding, my sister's wedding, and in my opinion, it contains wisdom you can only get from 65 years of age. When you move past the springtime of your love, a new kind of love will blossom. It will look more like a partnership, quieter but more solid and dependable. The kind of love that offers support and comfort during stressful times and will help you avoid blaming and criticizing even when you know somebody messed up. Today's promises will allow you to be more willing to laugh at your own and each other's faults. This promise allows you to be more willing to sit down and truly listen, and then when it's your turn to speak honestly about what's on your mind and in your heart. Remembering today's vows also allows you to sincerely apologize when you see that you've been wrong. Not always easy, but well worth it. We hope you keep the honeymoon going until you're old, gray, and creaky like us. Over the years, I've been lucky enough to be your friend and watch you both grow and change with each other. But one thing that hasn't changed is your stability and consistent love for one another. My grandparents were madly in love with each other for over 60 years because of that same consistency in love. So we still have time to be crazy for each other.
Between Brianna and ourselves since the very beginning. My bond with Brienne first started at the tender age of 6 when we met in Mrs. Crawl's first grade classroom. And by the end of the first week of classes, we were inseparable and have been best friends ever since. From our introduction in elementary school through the awkward middle school phase that was plagued by awful haircuts and questionable fashion choices. And through the heartache and growing pains that we experienced in high school, we've been through it all together. Brienne, having the opportunity to grow up alongside you and watch you become the beautiful, creative, and talented young woman you are today has been one of the greatest joys of my life. I'm proud to consider you not only my dearest friend, but the sister I never had. Let alone marry my best friend. Well, that was until I met Marcel, of course.
And when did you meet him?
So, as all of you know, Brienne and Marcel actually began online dating back in 2011, like long before it became the norm. And Brienne and I always took an annual trip to the Mall of America for back-to-school shopping. And after months of chatting, we decided to meet up. Little did I know then that the soft-spoken boy that I met that day would become the man who would be my best friend's soulmate. As I witnessed their love blossom and grow over the years, I know there couldn't be a more perfect match for my best friend. When Brienne and I's paths diverged as we pursued undergraduate studies at different schools, part of me was worried about how we navigate an entirely new world without each other. But I knew that Brienne would be able to overcome any challenges that lie ahead with Marcel and his undying support that he offered her. Marcel's thoughtful, patient, caring nature perfectly complements Brienne's spirited and vivacious personality. This became apparent during our annual pilgrimage to Lollapalooza down in Chicago, where I had the opportunity to spend a lot of time with Brienne and Marcel. Even though it's often the third wheel, Marcel never made me feel that way, and wholeheartedly welcomed me into his life. Spending time with the two of you there was always a highlight of my summer. Marcel, your presence has brought so much joy and laughter over the years, and I've never seen Brienne happier than when she's with you. Seeing you together reminds me that true love knows no bounds and can flourish from the most unexpected beginnings. So, let's raise our glasses to Brienne and Marcel, two incredible individuals who have found their way to each other's hearts and are ready to take on the world as partners for life. May your journey ahead be filled with more adventures, laughter, and a love that continues to grow stronger with each passing day. To Brienne and Marcel, cheers! Inspire us all. I love you both so much.
After all those amazing speeches, we'd like to just take a moment to thank everyone again for being here. We appreciate all of you so much. We absolutely love seeing you all here enjoying our city that we love, and we're so glad that you could make it to support us. And I hope that we have a huge party now after.